The surging cost of cement in Nigeria is reportedly draining the country's construction industry, leaving operators in a state of dilemma. Since the start of 2024, cement prices have increased over 30% in the West African nation, which is believed to be triggered by several factors, including inflation. Now, property managers have called on the government to regulate the inflating cement prices to avert further predicament. Let's have more details of that.
Abdallah Badmus builds houses and carries out other construction tasks in Jos, Nigeria's Plateau State. He says he's yet to start work on some of his sites due to soaring prices of cement in the country.
About 70% decrease in the work schedule. Like I have so many sites that are now at a standstill. They are not moving. You can see here too, it's not as bubbling as before. If you come here on a very good day, that's when the cement was, the price was reasonable. You see a lot of work going on.
Cement prices in Nigeria have risen by more than 30% since the start of this year. There are various factors pushing up costs. Inflation is hitting various industries in the country. Distributors and retailers have made adjustments because of rising transport costs, and the government has removed subsidies on petroleum products.
Even though the raw material is locally sourced, the process of sourcing it, processing it, there is a level of cost that goes into it. Diesel is predominantly what is used in manufacturing. The cost of diesel is sky high. So you use diesel to process this limestone. You use diesel to supply the final product to other states in Nigeria. If you factor all of these costs into the production of cement, you would know that the unprecedented hike was a consequence of every other policy of this administration.
In January, inflation surged to 29.90%, the highest in almost 3 decades. Property managers say the government will have to address the rising cement prices to encourage development of the housing sector and other construction purposes. They say failure to do so will lead to abandoned building projects and reduce construction of new ones.
They would have to find a way to either bring back the subsidy in petroleum product or reintroduce a subsidy for cement. If there's a subsidy in cement, then the producers can be encouraged to continue production, and the developers will be able to afford what difference they are supposed to pay. And with that, we'll be able to continue in providing a form of housing for Nigerians who can afford it.
Government officials have met with cement manufacturers who they accuse of profiteering. The manufacturers have agreed to reduce prices, capping the cost of a 50 kg bag of the product at $5. The manufacturers are also to set up a price monitoring team to ensure that's adhered to. But it's not just about cement. There are concerns for prices of other construction materials as well, 23% of which are usually imported, such as doors, sanitary wares and plumbing appliances. With the country's currency, the naira, falling against the dollar, it could take a while for the challenges to be addressed for the construction industry to build back to full strength.